I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Smells like victory.
Well, it's time to start the show.
Welcome to the Portress Podcast. This is the game review of the Port Adelaide win on Thursday night against Carlton. Port Adelaide had a great win by 50 points, 110 to 60. It all looks good, but Carlton are very poor, and it was a pretty easy win. Carlton didn't even score a goal in the first quarter, so our crystal pairs of Carlton not scoring a goal in the first or second quarter came true. That turned out to be really a great result. You just see here the players' stats and the disposals. For starters, we see with Alir and Bergman, Boak, Burgoyne, all played well. There were so many players that had a great game. Alir had a pretty good game, even though there's not a big disposal numbers. Bergman, 25, 21 for Boak. Great to see Travis Boak kind of wind back the clock. Jace Burgoyne played well, 15 disposals. He had some really good moments. Zach Butters, brilliant, 30 disposals. Darcy Byrne-Jones jagging 2 goals and 14 disposals. That was a pretty good game. Will and Drew was not disappointing. He was my crystal pairs for the midfield, and I was pretty impressed by just what he did. He, again, not outstanding, but just still contributed and had a pretty good game. Kane Farrell, brilliant with a goal and 22 disposals, and Miss Georgiades, 5 goals, 11 disposals, but yeah, 5 goals, that's brilliant. Jason Horne-Francis was pretty quiet on the night, and it was a smart kind of decision to obviously sub him out with a 50-point margin at the end there. Hopefully he, being subbed out and rested, will be able to be better for it for the Brisbane game. We see here with some of the other stats. Hugh Jackson, what a great start. He was brilliant. He had 17 disposals. It was a pretty good start. First quarter, he had 13 just in the first quarter. Lockie Jones, I wasn't disappointed with him. Also jagging a goal. 12 disposals with him. Brilliant stuff by him. As I said, Willem Drew and him together there, as you can see. These guys had great games and just got the better of Carlton. Marnie Liddy wasn't disappointing either. Sam Powell-Pepper, and as I said, again, with all playing well, I mean, Sam Powell-Pepper, Joe Richards, Willa Rioli, Josh Sin, even with 17 disposals, not disappointing there. But really, Rioli kicking 3 goals, brilliant. Dante Vicentini and Jordan Sweet, that ruck duo, I really was enjoying that combination. I think just getting the better of the Carlton rucks as well, with TDK struggling. Jordan Sweet, brilliant around the ground. Then Dante, he can do what Jordan can't do in the forward line. Dante obviously being able to have some forward craft and kick a couple of goals is just brilliant. So great work from Dante Vicentini, working really well with Jordan Sweet. The defenders, I'm just so impressed with what Radagalier and Lear are doing as a combination, but then you get the great support from BZT. Well done, Brandon Zerk Thatcher, for kind of finding his way back in the side and being a good contributor. I like the work of Connor Rosey and Zach Butters. Great leadership. Well done for, I guess, setting the tone for the night. You had Bergman on Cripps. It was a brilliant performance from Bergman. He's setting the tone and just really leading the way. He is being recognised, obviously, by Victorian teams and Victorian media. Really disappointing to see Butters hit Bergman and that clash. Great to see Bergman, obviously, come out of it without major injury, and Zach Butters obviously hitting a wall. We'll always have the wall coming off second best. So we had a melee. There's a couple of fines going out to some of the players. Obviously, we had Jones and Curnow going at it. There was a couple of scuffles throughout the night. Jones obviously ended up getting the better there of Curnow. And but at the end of the day, well, winners are grinners. Port Adelaide get a 50-point win. Certainly won't, as we can see with the numbers and just the math itself, Port Adelaide probably at best, if they played really well and everything went their way, could probably finish 10th. There's still a lot to play for the future in regards to Josh Carr and what he's going to have for him as a team next year. And everyone can just find, it's more of an individuals kind of setup now for who is going to find themselves in the team and who wants to kind of set up for a very successful 2026 campaign. there's still a bit to play for, but it's obviously not with the finals in mind. All right, guys, look out for the Crystal Pairs predictions leading up to the big game on Saturday night against Brisbane at the Gabba. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, go the power.